Did people really take a chicken to court like a human? It may sound silly, but the truth is even more shocking and a little scary. In medieval times, people believed animals could break the law and should be punished just like people. That fear and confusion led to some of the strangest trials in history. Pigs were jailed, bugs were warned, and bread was blamed for crimes. These real stories will make you laugh, gasp, and wonder how people once thought this made sense. But what made them believe animals were guilty? And how did these strange trials even happen? In this video, we'll share the weirdest, funniest, and most unbelievable court cases from long ago. Get ready to explore a time when fear ruled, and even a chicken could be found guilty. The chicken on trial. A long time ago, people in a small town thought a chicken did something very bad. The chicken laid a strange-looking egg, and people got scared. They believed the egg came from the devil. Back then, people didn't know about science, so they believed in magic and evil. They were afraid of things they did not understand. They took the chicken to court like a person. It had a judge and a lawyer. Even though the chicken couldn't talk, they still gave it a trial. At the end, the judge said the chicken was guilty and gave it a punishment. Today this sounds silly, but back then, people were very serious. They thought anything strange was bad or dangerous. The pig found guilty. Many years ago, people thought animals could understand right and wrong. One time, a pig hurt a child. People believed the pig did it on purpose. They took the pig to court and gave it a real trial. The pig had to stand in front of a judge. Some people spoke against it, and some tried to help it. In the end, the judge said the pig was guilty and gave it a human punishment. This happened to other animals too, like cows and dogs. People thought animals could think like people. Today, we know animals act on habit and do not plan to hurt others. But back then, people didn't know this. A cow was put in jail. In the past, animals were blamed when something went wrong. In one town, a cow kicked a lamp and it started a fire. People got very angry. They said the cow must be punished. They took the cow to court. The judge said the cow was guilty and sent it to jail. Some towns had real jails for animals. The cow was locked up like a person. People believed this would stop other animals from doing bad things. Today, we know animals do not understand jail or punishment. But many years ago, people thought animals could learn like humans. The rooster, called a wizard. A long time ago, people thought a rooster had magic powers. The rooster made strange sounds and walked in circles. This made people afraid. They said the rooster was using magic and talking to evil spirits. People got scared and took the rooster to court. Some even said they saw it talking at night. The judge believed them and gave the rooster a punishment. The rooster could not explain anything, so it was treated badly. People in those days were very superstitious. They believed things easily when they were afraid. Today, we know animals act in many ways, and it doesn't mean magic. Black cats were blamed. In old times, many people thought black cats brought bad luck. Some believed black cats worked with witches. When bad things happened, like sickness or storms, they blamed the cats. They caught the cats and got rid of them. This caused more trouble because cats kill rats and mice. Without cats, towns had more rats, and people got more sick. People didn't know how sickness spread, so they blamed what they didn't understand. Years later, people learned that cats were not the problem. Now, we know cats help keep places clean by catching pests. This story shows how wrong ideas and fear made people hurt animals. Rats taken to court. A long time ago, rats caused big trouble by eating farmers' food. The people were very upset and thought the rats were breaking the law. They even sent a letter to the rats telling them to stop eating. When the rats didn't listen, the people held a real court trial for the rats. A lawyer was chosen to speak for the rats and said the rats did not come to court because it was too dangerous to walk through the village. People found this strange but believed it was fair. The court told the rats to leave, but the rats stayed anyway. This story shows how people tried to solve problems in strange ways because they did not have science or tools to get rid of pests. Insects faced judges. Even tiny bugs got in trouble in old times. In one place, beetles ate farmers' crops and made the farmers lose money. The farmers asked the church and court for help. The court told the beetles to leave or stop eating the crops. When the beetles didn't leave, they were put on trial. Priests prayed and asked the beetles to go away. Sometimes the beetles were given their own land far from people. These strange ideas may sound funny now, but back then, people mixed law, religion, and fear. They thought everything, even bugs, had to follow rules. Today, better ways protect food, but these old stories teach how people used to think. Bread was judged. In some towns, even bread had to follow rules. Bakers had to make bread the right size and weight. If bread was too small or light, it went to court. A judge looked at the bread and decided if it broke the rules. Bakers could get fined or punished. Once, bad bread was carried through the streets while people laughed. Then, the bread was thrown away in a big event to punish it. This sounds funny now, but back then, people were very serious about fairness. They wanted everyone to get good food and used strict laws to make sure of that. Bread was treated like a person to keep things honest. Donkeys and goats. Judged donkeys and goats also faced trouble when they caused problems. If a donkey kicked someone or a goat went into a field, they could be blamed in court. Owners had to bring these animals to a judge. Sometimes donkeys wore clothes during the trial to look like people. The court decided if the animal was guilty. If yes, the animal could be taken away or punished. The animals did not understand what was happening. But back then, people believed everything had a reason. If something bad happened, someone or something had to be blamed. Why people believed this. You may wonder why people did all these strange things like putting animals and bread on trial. The reason is that long ago people did not know about science, germs, or how animals behave. When bad things happened, they needed to blame someone or something. Fear and religion mixed with rules made people think they were doing the right thing. It seems strange now, but it teaches a lesson. When something is hard to understand, learning more is better than blaming wrong things. Being kind, knowing facts, and using knowledge helps more than fear. A long time ago, people believed many strange things and made some funny but sad mistakes. They put chickens, pigs, bugs, and bread in trouble because they thought everything had to follow rules, even when it did not make sense. These stories show how different life was back then. They teach us it is good to learn, ask questions, and not blame things we don't understand. What do you think was the most strange trial? Write your answer in the comments. If you learned something new, please press like and subscribe. Also, share this video with friends who like funny history stories. Thank you for watching, and come back soon.